Hola, my name is Nimthul and welcome to a new episode of Let's Build a MKP Park. In today's episode, guys and girls, we are going to continue with the design of the water area of Ocean's Guard. And in the previous episode, you watched how I designed the underwater launch coaster. And in today's episode, I'm going to work more on the town, on the city. And I will include also a water ride. It's my intention to include here another Cascade coaster, so this park will have two of them, but this one will have more roller coaster track than the previous one, which I'm going to customize as a log flume. So this one is going to be properly a Cascade coaster, so this area will have two coasters. And yes, that's the plan for today's episode. And if I manage to do a nice design for the city, I probably work with the greyboxes for this city, and maybe I add some flat rides and so on. So that's the plan for today's episode, and if you like the video, thumbs up, and if you like the content I'm creating for the channel, please subscribe to the channel. So as usual, I will be back at the end of the video to talk about the result in today's episode. Hasta luego! Alright, I am back. Well, what you can see here is the work 3 hours after I finished the recording. So now you can see that it's pretty much different than what you have watched. And I'm going to spend the next minutes explaining what I have done, and we are going to ride the coaster and also the Cascade coaster. So I will talk about this just by staying in one of the in the coaster, for example this one, and we are going to use this view. I like this view for the coaster. And the first point I would like to tell you is that all the coasters in my parks are created for in those slow track. You can and you must, if you want to enjoy the park properly, look around and you will see the train going by or maybe a nice view. So that was one of the main points for this Cascade coaster, that will interact a lot with the city. Yes, I have included prototypes or gray boxes for the main elements that should be created in the theming phase. And those elements are towers, buildings, bridges, and so on. So here we have you can see the really nice view you get from this coaster, and when everything is finished, you will get a really awesome view from this Cascade coaster. This Cascade coaster is going to be a little bit more intense than the other one in the sun theme area, in the Sunwell. And we'll have two different sections, two different roller coaster track sections, and 3 lift hills. And the second part of the track that we are going now, I'm going to fast forward a little bit to the second track. And in this second lift hill, we will going up, looking to this big building that will be the biggest building in the area. And it's my first intention to make a castle, but it's not clear. I maybe make a lighthouse that would be very appropriate for this Ocean Square city, but it's not yet clear. I will see. I will have to think more about it. So now we are on top of the second lift hill, and we get this absolutely amazing view. To be honest, I really like it. So now we go to the second part, that this kind of kraken here I have created with terraforming. It's for sure a prototype, it's not finished, but it's my intention to have this kind of kraken interacting with the Cascade coaster and also with the launch coaster. And now we get into the second splash, and here we have a really nice interaction with the coaster. And well, it's should interact, but you can imagine when the train goes over it, we will get a really amazing view. So this is the Cascade coaster. Oh, it's saving, right? So this is the Cascade coaster, and after that they have a small slow track section, and the people can look to the sides. So that's the water coaster. I made some small changes to the layout and smooth it a little bit more. And we are going to finish this episode just checking the water coaster. So sorry, the launch coaster, underwater launch coaster. So here we will have that indoor section with a really nice theme. You will see that in the face. It's already on my mind. And now some doors will open, and we will get these first shots, and I will stop it. The first shot of the underwater track. So all these wheel track, the people can be aware that they are underwater. And yes, we will have some kind of ruins surrounding the Cascade coaster elements as well. And now we get into the first launch. I have to adjust the timings. All these will be filmed for sure. And now we go out, and we now get more appropriate view of the final version, because now we have the gray boxes and now we can imagine where the buildings are going to be. Yes, now it's much more intuitive to imagine for you guys that you don't have this on your mind. Now I think with the gray boxes it's much better to understand which was my intention for this Ocean Square city. And now I think by the way, the colors of the coasters are not final, but I use these colors because this green kind of green is going to be really predominant in the city, together with the bronze color. Alright, so that was today's episode. I hope you like it. And yes, if you did, thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. My name is Nimthul and this was Let's Build a MKP Park. Adiós.